you're close enough to touch it. I used to hate that circle, thought it meant I was behind. Logging, broken in some quiet way I couldn't fix. But the more I moved, the more I learned. Loading isn't failing, it's becoming. Some days I inch forward, barely noticeable, like a progress bar stuck at 23%. Other days I jump without warning. Moments of appearing from places I swore were empty. And on the slow days, that's when the real coding happens. When patience does the work, ambition forgets to do. I'm not frozen, I'm processing. There's a difference, still loading, but the progress is real. Even if the world can't see the numbers move, still loading. And every quiet try writes another line in the person I'm becoming. I'm not late, just building the version of me that can handle the finish. I used to refresh my whole life, restart workouts, rewrite plans, rebuild confidence like faulty software. But now I know stability grows in the slow updating phase. Strength instills itself one unnoticed moment at a time. And I don't need to rush what's still constructing. If the future could speak, I think it'd say you're not stuck, you're loading. Don't cancel the download just because it's slow. Still loading, but my effort has never stopped running in the background. Still loading, progress is a heartbeat you only feel when you listen close. Still loading, the next level will unlock, and until then this pace is enough. Still loading, so here I stand. Not finished, not wasted, just mid-process. And someday soon, when the bar finally reaches 100%, I'll know exactly why it took this long. Still loading, and I'm still here, still trying, still updating into someone stronger.
Some people bloom in sudden light, all at once, loud and bright. You're different, you grow like sunrise. Quiet edges, soft colors, light slowly finding its way back to you. And that pace is still beautiful. You don't rush the days, you don't force the rhythm. You listen to your breath, to your legs, to the little voice that says Moskoshi, changing slowly doesn't mean you're changing less. Becoming at your tempo, not the world's, not the clock's, just yours. Becoming at your tempo, every quiet mile, every hidden effort is rewriting who you are. You're not behind, you're in tune with yourself. There were days you barely moved, but you still showed up. There were nights you almost quit, but something small pulled you forward. Those tiny pulls were growth too, they always counted, even when you didn't notice. You are not late, you're layered, you're learning how to carry more light without burning out.
Tied my shoes the wrong way around, too tight to breathe, too loose to ground. The evening wind was cold and thin, but something urged, just begin. I didn't know the runner's rules, didn't know form or gear or tools. I only knew my restless mind and how it longed to fall behind. Before I knew my pace, I ran with clumsy grace. Didn't care who passed me by, just chased a piece of sky. Before I knew my pace, I trusted every place, every road, both rough and kind, helped me learn my state of mind. The first night felt like borrowed time, a half-won fight, a crooked line. My heartbeat stumbled, breath was thin, still something whispered, try again. I didn't know the power yet of tiny winds I would forget, but even then with trembling stride, a small belief grew up inside. Before I knew my pace, I ran from fear's embrace. Didn't need a finish line, just wanted proof I'd tried. Before I knew my pace, I learned to give myself space, because that night without a guide, I finally heard my quiet pride. Looking back, I see the truth. Strength begins in messy youth. Every stumble, every ache, built the courage I now take. Before I knew my pace, I found my starting place. No medals shone, no crowds were near, but courage whispered crystal clear. Before I knew my pace, I found my running face, a simple breath, a timid stride that still runs somewhere deep inside. Courage hides, not in loud moments, but in the fine print of an ordinary day. In the decision to stand up from a tired chair, to lace up worn out shoes, to breathe deeper, instead of blaming the world for the weight in my chest. Those choices never felt heroic, but they kept me moving when everything else stalled. Some days I read my life like a contract I'm afraid to sign. Too many causes of doubt, too many rules written by voices that don't know me. But buried in the margins are tiny lines that rewrite the whole story. Try once more, rest then return. Hold on, this part matters. And somehow those soft instructions have guided me further than every bold promise I ever made. I used to only trust the loud kinds of bravery. Now I know the quiet kind lasts longer. There's courage in small print, the fine line choices that no one applauds, but still reshape your world. Courage in small print, barely visible, but strong enough to keep your life from folding. I'm learning to read the softer paragraphs where hope lives quietly. I've ignored myself before, skipped the signs, rushed the pace, filled my days with noise disguised as progress. But the turning point wasn't a victory, it was a whisper. You don't need to be fearless, you just need to be willing again. And for once that was enough to begin a new draft of who I could be. If you look closely, every strong person has a page filled with tiny decisions, ones the world never saw, but without them nothing else would have happened. So tonight I'll trust the smaller voice, the one that doesn't shout but stays. And maybe someday when I look back at who I became, I'll see that it wasn't luck or lightning, just courage written softly but chosen day.
I didn't start with confidence, just a blank page and a version of myself I barely recognized. Dreams felt too sharp, too bright, too heavy to hold, so I sketched them softly, afraid the lines might call me a liar. But the pencil moved anyway, tracing a truth I hadn't grown into yet. Some days the vision blurs, smudged by doubt, warped by pressure, bent by voices that don't know me. But even then I keep the page open, letting mistakes become part of the blueprint, letting fear be written in the margins without ruling the center. Because becoming someone takes rough drafts, not perfection. And the future isn't waiting, it's responding to every line I dare to draw. I'm drafting my future with trembling hands, with half-formed courage, with hope I'm still learning to trust. I'm drafting my future, not final, not flawless, but mine. Every stroke, a quiet declaration, I'm not done becoming yet. I've erased more times than I'll admit, started over in the same square inch of the page. But each restart held a lesson, a shift in angle, a gentler grip, a better idea of who I might be. The draft got messy, but so did I. And somehow that made both of us real. If someday I meet the person this blueprint is guiding me to, I hope they see every shaky line as proof that I tried before I believed. I'm drafting my future, a work in progress universe, built on effort, stitched with doubt, lifted by stubborn hope. I'm drafting my future, every revision bringing me closer to the life I once whispered about. The lines aren't straight, but they lead forward, and forward is enough. So I turn the page, not finished, not certain, but willing, because the future doesn't demand perfection. Just a pencil, a direction, and the courage to draw again tomorrow.
I didn't know the ground could remember, but it kept the sound of the very first step. I looked too shaky, unsure, buried more than a whisper on the pavement. But somehow that tiny sound learned how to travel farther than I could. It followed me through hours, through years, through every version of myself. I never thought I'd meet. find a dream on the corner of my mind. Small at first, barely breathing, just a quiet promise I whispered once. I didn't know how heavy a dream becomes when you carry it alone. Some days it shines, some days it stings, some days I wonder why I chose it, but still, I hold it. There's a version of me out there who's already stronger, already calmer, already able to do what I'm afraid to try today. I look for them in the mirror after training, in the breath between doubts, in the tiny wins nobody else sees. And the truth is, they're not far, just hidden inside the work I haven't done yet. And I know this path won't clap for me, won't rush for me, won't bend for me, but it's mine and that makes it worth walking. I'm facing the goal I set, not the world's not theirs, just mine. I'm learning to look my future straight in the eyes without turning away. I'm facing the goal I set, even on the days I don't feel ready, because every step toward it is a step toward who I wanna be. I've fallen behind more times than I'll admit, skipped days, lost hope, questioned everything, but the dream never left, it just waited, patient like a friend who knows I'll come back eventually. And tonight I choose to return, not perfectly, but fully. If courage had a voice, it wouldn't shout, it would say softly, you don't need to be ready, you just need to begin. Again and again, I'm facing the goal I set, even when the road feels too wide, too steep, too unclear. I'm facing the goal I set, and somehow that honesty feels like progress. I'm not racing anyone, not even myself, I'm just moving toward the life I once imagined. So here I am, shoes tied, heart awake, dream alive, no spotlight, no applause, just me, and the quiet bravery of trying again. Facing the goal I set, and finally believing I can reach it.
I used to think I ran alone, counting miles with only my shadow for company. But every start line carried echoes, soft reminders of the people who steadied my doubts. Long before my legs learned how to, their voices weren't loud, but they lasted longer than fear, longer than the nights I tried to quit. There was the friend who never asked for proof, just tied their shoes beside me, even when I had none left to give. The family that left the porch light on, so I know the road back wasn't dark. And the quiet supporters, the ones who clap with their hearts, even when their hands were tired. Yeah, I thought I moved on my own, but every step I took was held by someone who believed quietly, consistently, and without conditions. Hands that ran beside me even when they stayed still, their faith pushed breath into my lungs when I had none. Hands that ran beside me, invisible, steady, real. I carried their hope like oxygen, and tonight I finally feel how far it brought me.
walk slow so I wouldn't fall alone. Other days I flew and they cheered like I shattered gravity. But what stays with me most are the days I broke and they didn't try to fix me, just waited it until I remembered my own name. Not every runner is on the road. Some stand at windows, some riding cars beside you. Some stay home and worry, some just whisper, come back safe. And somehow, that's enough to make you faster than yesterday. Hands that ran beside me, whether I walked, crawled, or froze. Their beliefs stitched courage into every broken stride. Hands that ran beside me, they never asked for medals, just wanted me to try again. If I reached anything at all, it was because someone chose to stay. When the finish line blurs and the road feels heavier than my chest, I remember I wasn't built alone, I wasn't strong alone. There were hands, quiet hands, running beside me all the way, all the way, all the way.
I showed up with no idea how real runners breathe or pace somehow. My shoes were wrong, my stride was wild, but courage whispered like a child. The road was wide, my lungs were tight. I wasn't built for speed or height, but something in that shaky start knocked softly on my rusty heart. Yeah, 'cause I'm a level 0 runner. No badges, no number, but every clumsy step I take turns fear into a choice I make. Yeah, I'm a level 0 runner, a slow but stubborn stunner. Before I ever learned to fly, I'm proud of how I even tried. I didn't know what form to keep. My breath was loud, my rhythm cheap, but every awkward tap of ground was proof my dreams made subtle sound. People say you'll get there soon, but I was racing with the moon, learning that the smallest start can renovate a tired heart. I'm just a level 0 runner, but doubt's a poor-out runner. It can't keep up when I insist to show up even when I miss. Still a level 0 runner, but hope's my secret thunder. Even if I crawl tonight, I'm moving toward a different life. If someday I reach level 1, I'll still remember where I'm from. The night I almost stayed inside, but chose to meet my weaker side. Forever a level 0 runner. That start will pull me under. The fear that says I shouldn't try, because my answer still I'll try. Yeah, level 0 runner. The title makes me braver. Every mile from here to then begins the same way. Start again.
I grew up thinking destiny was something preset, a quiet script already written, waiting for me to step into the lines. But every choice I made bent the story differently. Every mile, every failure, every late night try again, rewire the path beneath my feet. And that's when I realized nothing about my life was automated. There's a switch inside my mind I didn't know existed, hidden under doubt, buried under comparison. The day I found it wasn't dramatic, just a moment when quitting felt easier. But I didn't. I flipped something quiet, everything shifted, the world stopped choosing for me. I chose back. Destiny isn't downloaded, it I'm on manual mode, destiny, no autopilot, no borrowed pace. I'm steering where my courage points, even if the road is rough in the beginning. Yeah. Manual mode, destiny, written with sweat, shaped with intention. I refuse to preset engine. I'm building my own. Some people wait for signs, but signs appeared only after I moved. Action carved the meaning, effort lit the path, and step by step the future stopped feeling distant and started feeling handcrafted. I'm not the fastest, but I'm deliberate, not flawless, but awake, and that's enough to shift the whole trajectory. If tomorrow asks who built me, I want the answer to be I did. Not luck, not fate, but the version of me who kept choosing forward when backward felt safer. Manual mode, destiny. Manual mode, destiny. Manual mode, destiny. Driven by small brave choices, by the hours no one praises. Manual mode, destiny. Every setback recalculated, every doubt overridden. I'm not following the path assigned, I'm coding the life I want. So here I stand, hands on the wheel, heart on the line, future loading exactly how I choose. Destiny, manual mode, just how I was meant to build it. I feel it sometimes, a quiet pressure in my chest, like a locked door humming behind a wall of who I am now. Not open yet, not closed either, just waiting for the version of me strong enough to turn the handle. And on the days I move slowly, I remind myself, not every upgrade shows on the surface. There's a build happening in the background, a silent gathering of strength, breath, courage, repetition, every unfinished try, every not today, but soon is adding to the architecture of the next stage. Levels don't unlock through force, they unlock through readiness, and readiness grows quietly in the hours no one else measures. Next level pending, but the progress is real, running under the surface like a second heartbeat. Next level pending, I'm not stuck, I'm sinking with the strength I'm building. When the moment comes, the door will open, not because I forced it, but because I've become the one who can walk through. Sometimes I mistake stillness for failure, but stillness is just the body catching up to the dream. And every slow week, every gentle mile, every path that chooses healing over ego, those are the moments that create durability, the kind of power that doesn't crack when things get real. If the future whispered anything, I think it would say you're closer than you think. Don't rush the door, it's unlocking in your favor. Next level pending, the loading bar may inch, but inching is still becoming. Next level pending, and when the world finally sees the change, I'll know I earned every pixel of it, because the quiet work always finishes loud. So I'll keep moving, not faster, but deeper, not chasing the level, but becoming the person that's not a word. It's a promise.
The screen is dark, the world's asleep, but promises are what I keep. No signal bars, no words online, still your echo runs through mine. The streets are dim, the city's slow, yet I can feel your afterglow. A message sent in days gone by still whispers when I pass the sky. Offline encouragement, silent but permanent. No network, still I feel you near. A presence louder than I hear. Offline encouragement, invisible yet evident. It's in the calm, the air, the rain that says you're strong enough again. You taught me faith without a fee, to listen more, to scroll my need. Even when our words are few, my heart's been updated by you. And in this quiet I can tell, support's not likes, it's where we fell. Each stumble shared, each unseen climb becomes the rhythm of our time. Offline encouragement, where silence feels content. No metric, still the meaning grows, where only real connection flows. Offline encouragement, our data sentiment. We sink in ways that don't depend on signals, just the will to mend. Airplane mode, but heart online. Messages between the lines. You won't read this yet, you'll know. Your strength still helps me go. Offline encouragement, eternal innocent. Through quiet screens and sleepless nights, you're there beyond the satellites. Offline encouragement, my silent instrument. Even when the world's unsigned, your faith uploads into mine.
You said it once and time stood still. A single breath the world could feel. It wasn't loud, it wasn't long, but it became my lifelong song. Through every storm, through every fall, that echo carried through it all. When doubt was louder than belief, your voice became my small relief. One line forever, it stays inside. Through the quiet tears I try to hide. Every scar, every mile I run still sings the words you gave me once. One line forever, it lights my way. A voice I hear when I lose my faith. You said it once and that's enough to make me rise again with love. The city sleeps, the night feels wide, but your words walk right by my side. A melody I can't forget, a promise I haven't kept yet. I've told those words to someone new, the same way they once came from you. If they can feel what I once knew, then maybe they'll start living too. lost through all the pain. Every path that I've walked through still finds its way back home to you. One line forever, it's what I breathe. A quiet vow you left with me. You said it once and that was love. One line forever, that's enough.
Every step's a little prayer for the future waiting there. The road is long, the night's still deep, but dreams don't rest and I don't sleep. The sweat becomes my proof of will. The pain reminds I'm climbing still. I see tomorrow far but near. Each mile deletes a single fear. Run toward the dream, don't slow it down. The rhythm heals the heartbeat sound. Even when shadows block the view, keep your pace, it's pulling you through. Run toward the dream, your story's yours to write. Every sunrise fuels your fight. The finish line is never far. You've already been the star. I'm chasing goals no eyes can see. The race is only against me. While others watch, I disappear to find the strength that brought me here. The air is thick, the doubt is loud, but silence lifts me from the crowd. The dream I hold won't fade or fade. It's built from every breath I take. Run toward the dream and let it hurt. Growth is pain in expert work. Every scar's a map that shows how far belief in motion goes. Run toward the dream, one heartbeat at a time. Hope's the hill I choose to climb. If I fall, I'll rise in steam, 'cause running is the dream. They'll never see the lonely mile, the tears behind the final smile, but I'll remember every burn. That's how passion learns to turn. Run toward the dream, don't hit the brake. Tomorrow's built by what you take. Even slow, even late, you're still rewriting fate. Run toward the dream until it's done. No finish line, just another run. When the world forgets your name, the dream will whisper just the same.
I took a step so small tonight, it barely echoed in the light, but something sparked beneath my feet, a quiet flame with steady heat. My breath was short, my pace unsure, but one thing still felt strong and pure. The will to try, the urge to move, the hope that I had yet to prove. Small start, big energy, that's how it grows in me. A tiny step, a trembling stride, but fire's burning deep inside. Small start, big energy, enough to set me free. I don't need speed to be alive, I need a heart that wants to rise. I felt the doubt inside my chest. It asked me why I chase my best, but I've been tired of standing still. I wanna meet my hidden will. The world moves fast, I move slow, but roots don't rush when flowers grow. And somewhere in my careful pace, I'm learning strength is not a race. Small start, big energy, it's slow build chemistry, the kind steady legacy. Every mile that waits ahead was lit by steps I once called weak. Small start, big energy, the truth that carried me. Greatness isn't born from speed, it rises slow from tiny seeds, tiny seeds, tiny seeds in me. I thought beginnings expired, that once the moment passed, the fire would fade too, but I was wrong. The first step I took years ago left something running underneath my doubt. A system I didn't install, but somehow needed tonight. I can feel it boot back up. But step one never disappeared. It stayed quietly in memory, waiting for the day I remembered who I was becoming. And when my feet hit the road again, it loaded like it never left. Progress isn't linear, it moves, it stutters, it freezes, but the first step stays valid. No matter how long you're gone, step one still active, still keeping my courage online when everything else goes dark. Step one still active, the reason I find myself moving, even on days I swear I was. What started once never stopped, it just waited for me to return. Some nights motivation logs out, confidence times out, hope gets stuck on a loading screen. But step one doesn't ask for updates, it remembers the first heartbeat, the moment I dare to try. And that memory alone can launch me forward. If I trace the map back far enough, it always leads to that same trembling moment. Shoes tied, fear loud, sky uncertain, yet something in me said, just go. And I'm still going, because that voice never turned off. Step one still active, running underneath every setback, every comeback, every shaky breath. Step one still active, the origin code I keep rediscovering every time I rise. The beginning didn't fade, it became the engine. So if I ever forget who I'm meant to be, I'll return to the line where everything began. Because step one isn't a moment, it's a lifetime still unfolding.
I remember the day it started. Not dramatic, not loud, just a decision whispers somewhere between doubt and daylight. I didn't know the world would shift with that small shaky yes. I didn't know a single step could echo for years. Back then my courage was borrowed, my pace uneven, my heart beat louder than my confidence. So something in me cracked open
She kept the challenge alive so I could pick it up today. The challenge still running through every mile I take, through every breath that shakes but keeps going. The challenge still running. The challenge still running. Sometimes I wanna tell her, the one from years ago, hands trembling on her first start line. You didn't fail, you set something in motion bigger than your fear. Because every finish I've reached was a promise she made before she even believed it. If time could loop, I'd run beside her, match her shaky pace. Tell her the truth, you won't always feel brave, but you'll always keep going. And someday this moment will still be running your life in the best possible way. The challenge still running. Past the tears, past the detours, past every night I almost gave it up. The challenge still running. Somehow it's stronger than the doubts that try to outrun me. What began as a tiny try has become the reason I rise again. So I run today with all courage in my pocket, with future hope in my lungs. The challenge didn't fade, it grew legs, found rhythm and kept running until I could catch up.
The day I laced my shoes too tight, didn't know how far I'd go that night. Air was colder than my doubt, but something in me wanted out. I wasn't fast, I barely moved. My heartbeat skipped, my pride disproved. Still every shaky step I took wrote a line in a brand new book. The first smile memory still runs inside of me. A clumsy start, a fragile breath, but that's the part I treasure best. The first smile memory, quiet but wild and free. Because that day I learned the truth, the hardest race begins with proof. The road was rough, the lights were low. I questioned why I'd even go, but somewhere in the rhythm sway, my fear forgot to block the way. I didn't know my form or stride, didn't know the pressure inside, but I remember how it felt, a brand new world beneath my belt. The first small memory still beats inside of me. It held my hand, it lit a spark, a tiny fire inside the dark. The first small memory said who I'd come to be. A messy start, but even then I learned beginnings change the end. If I could meet that past Amy, I'd say you're braver than you see. The slowest steps, the quiet tears turned into strength across the years. The first smile memory still pulls the best from me. No medal shined, no crowd was near, but courage whispered in my ear. The first smile memory, my lifelong guarantee. When life gets tough, I still recall the used to run with quiet steps, no one to praise, nothing to prove. Just me and all the doubts I kept. Each mile a place I'd slip or lose. But something shifted days ago, not in my stride, not in my speed. It happened in the afterglow of doing more than I believed. Tonight I put my shoes back on, the same routine, the same old song. But halfway down that lonely street, a voice behind me changed its beat. Hey, your form is getting clean. A simple line but sharp and warm, as if they saw the in-between, the me that weathered every storm. When their voice changed, I felt something rearranged. A gentle tone, a softer praise. It rewrote all my harder days. When their voice changed, my fears got unchained. Someone saw who I became before I dared to claim the same. I used to hide behind my pace, afraid they judge the way I move. But now I see their subtle grace in every step I try to prove. Not speed, not strength, not perfect lines, but showing up on worn out nights. And maybe that's what they could sense, my quiet war, my difference. Their words weren't loud, their tone was small, but somehow louder than my fall. A tiny good from someone near can drown out months of inner fear. When their voice changed, something in me stayed. A warmer trust, a brand new stride, a little pride I used to hide. When their voice changed, I finally felt brave. Not because I ran so fast, because they saw what I surpassed. Maybe growth is built this way, not measured by the time or day, but by the voices that return to say the things we couldn't learn. Sometimes others see ahead before we recognize our threat. And when their tone begins to shift, it gives our tired hearts a lift. When their voice changed, my heartbeat rearranged. A simple phrase, a gentle sound became the place where hope was found. When their voice changed,